Hey Vikings Nation, it's your host Fike Mike. How about that win today? Upset the San Francisco 49ers 23-17. Not only did they handle the 49ers, they led the game the whole way through. All four quarters, always had the lead, never lost it. Even Vegas got it wrong. Vegas had them at the 49ers favored at 6.5 points to start the week. By the kickoff today, the number had dwindled down to 3.5. The fans of the NFL as a whole saw that team with the eye test is a lot better team than they're getting credit for. They are definitely a playoff caliber team, and I'm excited to talk about it today, as you can see. Sam Darnold played his part, as we said in the last video. He was going to have to control that game. He moved the ball, especially in the fourth quarter, on a lot of third downs and was able to execute time in and time out. Today, he finished with 17 completions with 26 attempts, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and a QBR of 109. He did get sacked some. However, he was able to rush today for 5. He rushed 5 times, for 32 yards. And we knew he was going to have to move around in that pocket and make plays with his legs. And he did that on a third down in the first quarter and moved the ball really well. Justin Jefferson, unfortunately, got hurt and had to leave late into the third quarter. But before he did, he had 4 catches, 133 yards, and a touchdown. He is considered right now with day-to-day with a quad contusion. So more to follow later on in the week to see what develops there. As you know, Jordan Addison was not able to play today. He was missed. However, Jalen Naylor came in and stepped in his shoes pretty admirably. He came in and had 3 catches, 54 yards, and a touchdown, and made a couple key plays there in the fourth quarter to keep the ball moving for the Minnesota Vikings. Aaron Jones and Ty Chandler combined today for 114 yards on the ground. We did have that fumble right on the 1-yard line where Aaron Jones dropped it. We really could have closed it out there at the end of the third quarter. But that's all right. He'll rebound. He was looked like he had some cramping in his abdomen, but he was able to come back and finish out the game. Real encouraging to see a running game. We did get over 100 yards today. Brian Flores defense, they did give up over 140 rushing yards today. However, they were a force yet again, creating 5 sacks, 8 tackles for losses, 6 pass deflections, and made plays day in and day out. Everybody on that team play at a cohesive unit today. There are so many stars on that defensive side of the ball, it's hard to list really who played well, and they all played well, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. Just to name a few. Well, here, Brian Flores' defense also was 2 for 10 on third down conversions. They were able to stop, 8 for 10. The 49ers were 2 for 10 against Brian Flores' defense, and 1 for 3 on fourth down. And not only that, they were able to stop him late in the game on a 3rd and goal, and was able to blow, yet again, Van Ginkel blowing that play up, pushed him back, forced him to kick the field goal, didn't allow the 7 points, and really turned the game. It was pretty much game over after that point. Had to get the onside kick, which we recovered, 2 kneel downs, and the game was over. The inside linebackers, I'm going to highlight them. Today, they combined for 21 tackles. However, hear this out. Tackles for losses by 2 players, the inside linebackers. That is a huge game. Last year, we didn't have that as a whole team in each game at all throughout the year. Those 2 players had tackles for losses. Blake Cashman, Ivan Pace Jr., those dudes are phenomenal. They're going to ball out all year. Very excited. They also had 3 pass deflections, inside linebackers. This defense was flying all over the field today. Pat Jones, yet again, 2 games, 4 sacks already, completed 5 tackles, 2 sacks, and 1 tackle for a loss. Those are the 3 players I was going to highlight. But you look at Grenard got a sack. Van Ginkel got a sack. The secondary, they played well all day. They didn't let any deep balls, really, anything over 30, 35 yards go over their head. They kept everything in front of them. Played lights out. Special teams again. The third phase showed up today. Blocked a punt. Did a lot more than just what they're supposed to do. Blocked a punt was a game changer in my opinion. That pretty much flipped the script. As soon as that blocked punt happened, there was no worry about who the better team was on the field today, in my opinion. The momentum completely shifted. Will Reichard, the rookie, was solid today. His longest kick was only 39 yards, but he made all 3 field goals, both extra points. And then Ryan Wright today had his punting average was 50.3 yards. He had 1 inside the 20 and should have had 2, but Dallas Turner kind of caught it and dove in, into the end zone, which they called it a touchback. KOC, let's talk about KOC. The way he was able to manage the fourth quarter with no TJ Hawkinson, with no Jordan Addison, with no Justin Jefferson, and an ailing Aaron Jones for the first half of that fourth quarter. Last year, we lost some close games because of bad play calling or time management down the stretch. Today, he needs to be highlighted. We had a couple third downs that we were able to convert and keep that clock moving. That 3 points that Will Reichard got towards the end of the game, they were able to hold that ball for a full 6 minutes and 47 seconds. That is huge drive to pretty much put that game on ice. We went up by 9 points, and we were able to end up winning the game. So kudos to KOC. Kudos to B-Flowin and the defense. Special teams played lights out. Next week, Vikings play the Houston Texans back at US Bank Stadium. Going to be another size 'em up game. I'm expecting big things yet again from this Minnesota Vikings team. Hopefully we get Justin Jefferson back. Hopefully Jordan Addison comes back. Hopefully we didn't sustain too many injuries that might show up later in the week. However, be proud of today. Huge victory. Big game. Big win. Excited for our Minnesota Vikings. Skull Nation, that's what's up. Anyway, if you liked the video, please hit like or subscribe. Until next time, Mike out.